Hey guys, and welcome to day 5. So over the last couple of days, we've been really going through a load of interesting stuff. Okay, we've talked about Facebook ads, we've talked about social media, we've talked about your website. Okay, and then in the last video, we were looking about how to fill your free Facebook group. If you don't have a free Facebook group, then it's definitely something you need to consider, because all of us want nice long-term clients. Okay, we want people who are going to join us now, are going to stay for a year or 2 years. Okay, having a free Facebook group is the start of that process. We need to get people in there, start getting them warm, start getting them interested, and then from there, when we sell to them, we can move forward and push on. So hopefully, if you've been following along, you've been to this page and you've been watching the last 4 days. Okay, today we're moving into day 6, so we've covered 5 things so far. So any questions, pop it down in the bottom, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can watch along there. Anyway, today I want to share with you. Let's try that again. It's the thing, we're doing it live, you forget what you're doing. Okay, anyway, what I want to share with you is 20 ways I share one piece of content. So I create one piece of content and I repurpose it, change it a little bit, and I'm able to share it to 20 different locations. But going back to the last training we did the other day, we were talking about creating your free group. One of the trainings, one of the ideas I said was to run a Facebook ad to your group. Now, you can't run ads directly to a Facebook group. You can't put a Facebook link down here at the bottom. That's just not allowed. So what we do is we run a simple ad. So it's like, attention Cardiff men, come and join our exclusive Cardiff group for over 30s who want to get ready, who are ready to look and feel amazing in 2020. Click learn more to jump right in. The button at the bottom says join our free group. The image says, oh, I need to change that, Cardiff ladies. And then it's really simple. And then down the bottom, down here, when they click the link, it actually takes them to a landing page. Okay, so this is it. So we're not sending them directly to the group because we're not allowed to do that. What we're doing is we're sending them to a landing page. This is it here. Same copy, more or less. When they press this button now, this then takes them to the Facebook group where, as you can see, people are requesting to join already. So that is how you run an ad to it. Anyway, that's enough of me talking. Let's dive straight in to how I share one piece of content to over 20 locations. We'll share one piece of content over 20 locations. Now, the benefit of doing this, you don't have to creating brand new pieces of content day in, day out. Okay, you might just do one bit of content every single day, and then you alter that content just a little bit so you can share it to over 20 locations. So let's start. Before we get started though, there's some tools and software we need to get started with, and also you need to have a topic that your audience is going to be interested in too. So for example, for me, my topic could be how I share one piece of content to over 20 locations. I know you're going to be interested in that, so I create that bit of content. You need to think exactly the same thing. So it could be something like 10 breakfast recipes all mums need to know. Mums are going to want to know this stuff, okay? So they'll be searching for it. Or when you post it out there, they'll want to read it and get the ideas that you're sharing with them. So now we've decided on the topic, we then need to have the following things set up. The first one is an email marketing software. So we use ActiveCampaign. You could use Aweber, MailChimp, Infusionsoft. There's loads of them out there. You just decide which one works best for you. We also need a social media sharing software. So again, we use Buffer, you've got Hootsuite, you've got Social Pilot. There's loads of different ones out there. Go and find the one that works for you. And the reason we use Buffer, because Buffer connects to our Facebook page, our Facebook group, our Twitter account, our Instagram account, our LinkedIn profile, and our LinkedIn page. So when we go onto Buffer, we select the FitPro lead gen tag and 6 accounts pop up. We'll select our DK9 account and 6 different accounts will pop up. So we can share to 6 social media platforms direct from Buffer. Then we need an Anchor podcast account. So if you don't know what Anchor is, it's just a podcast streaming software that also shares it to a number of different podcast channels. So you need to go and get that. And then the final one is a YouTube channel. So step one, this is our first 8 locations. So you need to write this piece, write this bit of content that you want to share out with everybody. And of course, make sure you've spell checked it and included a call to action. Once you've spell checked it, it sounds good, people are going to want to read it, you've added the call to action. We then need to add it to the first couple of places. The first one is your email list. You want to send it out as a broadcast tonight to every single person that has subscribed to want to know more from you, or they've downloaded your meal plans, or whatever it is. Just send it to every single person in your email list. We're then going to add that bit of content onto your blog. So go to your website, add a new blog, and put that whole piece of content on there. Then we would log into Buffer and we would send it to our Facebook page, our Facebook group, Twitter account, Instagram, LinkedIn, and LinkedIn page. So that's step one. That is the written piece. Step two is we then turn that written piece into a video. So what we need to do is we need to film yourself saying the post, and feel free to go into more detail if you wish. So when I do it, I go into a little bit more detail with the videos because I don't tend to read what's on the screen. So I might memorize a few paragraphs and then go into much greater detail about each one of those. So once we've videoed it, we're going to first add it to YouTube, okay? Once we've added it to YouTube, we then grab the embed link and we add that into your blog. So you might press return a few times, push the text down and add the video above the text. Then we jump back on Buffer, and using Buffer, we send it to our Facebook page, our Facebook group, our Twitter account, our Instagram, our LinkedIn, and our LinkedIn page. When we do this, though, Instagram and Twitter only allow 60-second clips. So what we do is we condense it all down into the first 55 seconds. We then add a 3 or 4 second ending saying, if you want to watch the whole thing, come watch it on our YouTube channel. So there's a call to action, even though we've got it right down. And that way then we can share it to all these locations. Not only does it tell people that this bit of content, if they start watching it and they're interested, they then need to go to a second location to watch it more, which means you're making them jump through more hoops. So they're getting to know you a lot better by following your steps. They're starting to listen to what you say and want to actually follow what you say. Step number 3 is another 8 locations. So next, now we've got this video file, we then need to download it and convert it into an MP3 audio file. Once we've done that, we're then going to add it to Anchor.fm. Like I said, Anchor FM is a podcast software that also distributes it to a load of different locations for us, and they actually share it to additional 7 locations. So once you add it up to Anchor will accept it, Anchor will publish on theirs, and then they'll share it to 7 additional locations. And these include Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You don't need to worry about anything else. Just upload this podcast straight to Anchor.fm. Finally, you grab that embed code and you embed it above your blog. So when somebody comes to your website now and you start reading your blog, they can listen to it, they can watch it, and they can read it, okay? 3 great ways. So you're conquering all aspects. Maybe someone likes reading, so they'll read it. Maybe someone likes just listening. Maybe they actually want to see your voice, maybe presenting, doing whatever you do to kind of show it in the video. So we've got the audio files, we've got the video stuff, or we've got the social media, we've got the written piece, we've got the video piece, and finally we have the audio piece. So that is how you take one bit of content and you share it to over 20 locations. Any questions on this or anything else, do let me know inside the portal and I'll speak to you all soon. Cheers. So as you could see from that video there, okay, it's relatively simple to create one piece of content and share it to all your different social media channels. What I would do though is pick the channels you prefer working on the most. For example, we don't tend to do much on Twitter. I just never kind of got Twitter. So we don't tend to post anything really much on there. We might post a link to our blogs. So we'll post like the headline and then we'll literally say, read the whole post by clicking this link, because we don't really do much on there. Whereas on Instagram, we'll put the whole posts and then we'll start interacting with people. Because the last thing you want to do is be posting all your stuff on across all these different platforms. Then you have to go and check each platform to see who's replied, who's commented, who's messaged, and so on. And then you can't keep up with all these locations. It's better if you can give enough of your time to each location. So like I've got the free Facebook group. If you're watching this live in the group, thanks for watching. If you're not already in the group, come and join, because that's where I spend a lot of my time, in the free group. I ask questions in there. I do lives in there. I do loads of extra stuff because I know that's the place I feel most comfortable presenting. Then I've got the Facebook page, which we do bits on, or Instagram, which again, I focus a lot on. But again, LinkedIn and Twitter, we don't really do much on there because we don't really understand it that well. So we stay away from the things that we just don't have the time for. So that's kind of simply how to create one bit of content and share it to over 20 locations. This training, I'm hoping, made it a bit easier than having to run Facebook ads or launching competitions or fixing your website and all those other type of things. So I know the last 6 days have been full on. We've got one more day tomorrow, which again is a little bit more full on because we're going to go back in some more advanced training. But if you have any questions, whether it's today's training or any other trainings that have been, like I showed you some of those comments, just comment below this video. Ask your questions. The more questions you ask, I've got a couple of people messaging me privately. I can just message you back with additional trainings or additional resources that you can go away and look at. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you all tomorrow for the last video. Good night.